Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am testing a product which is extremely hyped at the minute, and it is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. So this is their new concealer that they came out with, and everyone has gone crazy for it, saying that it is a dupe for the Shape Tape concealer. I've not tried that, so I wouldn't know, but I thought today I would do a wear test, and I have oily skin, so I thought it'd be quite good to see how it lasts. This is not a first impressions. I've used it before, I've used it a couple times. It is really nice full coverage. I do like the finish of it, but I haven't actually really paid attention to it in more detail in terms of the finish, the lasting power, what it looks like after a certain amount of hours. I have been pretty impressed so far, I'm not gonna lie, and I thought that I would apply it for you today, do my normal face makeup, and then show you the results after I've been to work, etc. So what I'm going to do, I will zoom you in. Okay. Cracking in. I've used products that I know are going to last on my skin. I've used the really clean NYX Angel Veil Primer as my primer, obviously, and then I used the MAC Pro Long Wear Foundation and used just a Real Technique sponge for that. I also added a few of the Body Shop lightening drops. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply this concealer as I normally would. In the normal places I would, probably a few more places than normal, just so that we can get a full view to what it's going to be like. I'm going to go in, okay? A lot of people go in, so I'm going to just go do a kind of swipe across the eye, like that. And that's just on one pump, and then I will just blend that in and then see if I need to add any more. But you can see how full coverage it is. It's super duper. I am in the shade C5. I don't know whether I would need to go any lighter. If I wanted to use it as brightening rather than concealing, I'd probably go for that. I think it's the C4 that's next. But it seemed to be quite pink undertone with the C4. So I wasn't sure. Oh, it is light. It is a little bit lighter, so it does brighten a bit. So I'm just blending that onto kind of the tops of my cheekbones as well, blending it out so it is nice and seamless. I might just add a tiny bit. What I like to do is, I normally do this with even like a brighter one. You see where you got your bags, where your bags are, I kind of put it like on the line, like that, just to kind of help blur that line, I guess, and then blend it all in. So usually I would probably only put concealer next on any blemishes that I've got. I've got a few on my chin and then under here as well. I've kind of stopped brightening my T-zone, but for the purpose of this, I'm going to put some along the bridge of my nose and then just on my forehead as well, because I get very oily. That's kind of like my oil area is here, so I'm gonna do that. People make it look pretty, don't they? They like do all like dots over their face and stuff, don't they? Like me. Okay, let's just like put it here like this. People do that kind of thing, don't they? Whack it on. That's probably way too much because it is very full coverage, but if we're gonna test it, we're gonna test it, right? The reason I don't often put it onto my forehead is because some concealers pull up my foundation. They pull what's underneath it, and then it makes this weird line where you can see exactly where you put the concealer. Okay, it's accentuated some of my pores here because it's so full coverage. Sometimes it just doesn't sink into the pores, it just sits on top of them, so it makes them really obvious. It's done that a little bit on my forehead. But hopefully that's going to set it, that's cool. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cover up my blemishes, and then we will be ready to set it all into place. Now I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and set all of that into place. The way that I generally set things into place is I tend to kind of semi-bake. So I will put some of my RCMA No Colour Powder into the lid, and then I will dip the sponge in and I will press it on that way, not necessarily leaving it there, but I will press the product on until it kind of goes, and then once I've done that I will then brush over it again with a brush, just to make sure that that is all done. Now that is all set into place, I'm just going to go and put on my bronzer, highlighter, finish off under my eyes, and then I will be back. Okay, so that is all done. I have finished off the rest of my makeup, and everything, yeah, went on nice and smoothly. It all went on nice. I haven't noticed anything particularly changing. A little bit maybe between my eyebrows. It might have pulled the foundation slightly, but I did put the foundation on before I started filming, so normally I would put my foundation on and then the concealer straight on top, so I don't know if that's got something to do with it. But yeah, that is everything. I'm going to film another video and then I'm going to work. I don't know if you guys know, but I work in care, so I'm a respite carer, and this evening I generally do a lot of like baking and cooking and stuff, so my face is gonna be warm. It was probably about 4 o'clock when I put it on, and I won't be back from work probably back over here filming around 10ish, so that's good 6 hours that we're gonna be testing it for. And yeah, I will see you guys in about 6 hours time. Yeah, I just got back from work and it is, yeah, pretty much 10 past 10. I haven't touched my face. I haven't topped up anything, not even my lipstick. I've eaten. I am oily up in where I normally would get oily. I've had a bit of mascara fall down on my face, but that is pretty good under my eyes. That's pretty much there. My chin, that has broken down a bit more than I'd like, just in terms of like it sunk into my pores and into my skin, and I am oily on the top of my forehead. But you know, if this was like a night out or if I was gigging or something, I would just top it up with translucent powder, because that wouldn't add any cakiness. That would literally just take the shine away. But you know, I think for the fact that it is £4, it's about that. It's just so cheap and it's worth it. It's much better than splashing out loads on something for it to do the same job. You know, it's a good concealer. They've got a really good colour range. I'm tempted to buy some of the darker shades and maybe use that as like a contour, like as a cream contour kind of thing. And I think I would be tempted to get maybe a lighter one just for brightening, but I really like them and I think that they're really good. I really want to try the foundation stick. I don't know if I can get my hands on them. I couldn't see them in my local Superdrug. I don't quite want to risk buying them online because I don't know what colour I am. So yeah, that is that. I'm really impressed with it. I'm impressed with the staying power for how cheap it is. I will continue to use it. I really like its full coverage. I really like the range of colours they've got. They are so diverse, and you know, they've got a colour that's going to hopefully match everyone, and they've done really well. They're really stepping up their game. I've always liked Makeup Revolution. I've always raved about them. I've always bought their products. This highlighter is the highlighter that got me into actually liking highlighter, because I didn't get the craze before I tried this. I really didn't get what the hype was about, but then tried this one and I was on it, and it's the only one that I use because it's the only one that I really like. So let me know if you've tried this concealer, what you think of it, your thoughts, and if you have oily skin as well, did it work with you? Did it withhold the shine? Mine, I think it's done all right. I like it because it's cheap and it does its job. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a like if you liked it and would like to see more videos like this in the future, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!